You're watching Mirror 7 News. Stay informed, stay ahead for more news.
In Alberta, a major political and legal storm has erupted after Premier Danielle Smith's government passed a controversial bill ordering striking teachers back to work, and did so by invoking the Constitution's Notwithstanding clause. It's a move that's being described by educators and labor leaders as an abuse of power, though teachers say they'll comply with the law while vowing to keep fighting through every legal and democratic channel available. The Alberta Teachers Association, that is ATA, released a statement early Tuesday saying the use of the clause to end their strike represents a gross violation of collective bargaining rights. They promised to challenge the legislation, known as Bill 2, calling it an egregious assault, not only on teachers but on all workers in the province. The union emphasized that while the strike might be halted, the struggle for fair conditions and respect for labor rights is far from over. The legislature session was tense. In just 6.5 hours, after the governing United Conservative Party imposed time limits on debate, the bill was pushed through all stages and passed around 2 a.m. The chamber echoed with shouts of "shame" from opposition members as the law was finalized. The new legislation imposes heavy fines for defiance, up to $500 per day for individual teachers, and a staggering $500,000 per day for the union if they disobey the back-to-work order. Education Minister Dimitrios Nikolaides defended the move, saying the government had a moral imperative to act, arguing that the 3-week strike was damaging students' social and educational development. Premier Smith, notably, was absent during the vote, having left earlier for a trade mission to Saudi Arabia and the Middle East. The opposition NDP, led by Naheed Nenshi, voted firmly against the bill. Nenshi accused the government of taking an authoritarian path and questioned what other rights could be next on the chopping block. Albertans will be forgiven for asking themselves, "Who's next?" quote, he said, warning that the decision undermines fundamental freedoms. Labor leaders across the province and country are now mobilizing. Gil McGowan, president of the Alberta Federation of Labor, announced that unions are preparing a united response. He promised that Alberta's teachers will not stand alone, and hinted at unprecedented collective action if the government continues down this path. The strike, which began on October 6th, had already affected over 740,000 students across Alberta. The new bill imposes a collective agreement previously rejected by teachers, offering a 12% wage increase over 4 years, plus a commitment to hire 3,000 teachers and 500 educational assistants. However, the ATA says these measures fail to address core issues like overcrowded classrooms and lack of support for students with special needs. In its closing statement, the union made its position clear. This legislation may end the strike, but it does not end the underfunding and deterioration of our schools. The debate around the Notwithstanding clause, which allows governments to override certain charter rights for up to 5 years, has now reignited across Canada. Many are asking whether Alberta's decision marks a turning point for labor relations and civil rights in the country. Stay subscribed for more videos.